Hi, Terry here again. Oh, and that's Sam, one of our two cats. Today I'm thinking about weather, climate, which isn't surprising right now because yesterday we had a blizzard and predicting we're having kind of a lull right now after about 6 to 12 inches of snow, and then predicting another blizzard this afternoon. Very different from last year when we were in Southern California and we're taking walks year round, mostly comfortable. And yesterday I had talked to somebody and they discovered that we had moved from Southern California to here. And, and they looked at me and said, why in the world would you move from nice warm weather to here? And I struggled a little bit to answer that. Well, I talked about family, I talked about pace of life, I talked about housing costs, I talked about a bunch of stuff, but none of it really quite fit with what I was feeling. Then it occurred to me, climate just isn't that critical to me. Enjoyed being in Southern California, like I said, taking walks. Now we need to go to our gym, our fitness center, and walk on the track there because things are too slippery or cold around here. But there are advantages. The key for me is we, for more than 20 years, could live comfortably into Southern California, work into the climate and feel comfortable with that. And we lived for decades here in weather that varies a lot, from sometimes muggy in the summer to cold and snowy in the winter. But we've learned to live into where we are. Now, I suppose there are some areas where it'd be harder to live into. It's like hard to imagine being in the deep south with high humidity for so many months. I think that would be more difficult to live into, but here we're learning to rest into or live into the climate that we find ourselves in. And it's nice that it's close to family. The pace is a little bit easier, a little bit more diverse in terms of pace of living. There are those that are high energy and those that are more easygoing kind of stuff living right around us. So all those things are nice, but the key is we're finding things that we really enjoy about being here. Like in the between two blizzards with all kinds of snow outside. We live in a condo, so somebody does the plowing and all that kind of stuff, so we don't suffer that way. But how nice it is to nest, to kind of hunker down a little bit and throw a blanket over our legs and read or watch a movie or something in the evening, or work later on doing some computer work and so on, look out at the blizzard around us, very comfortable. And it's a season to withdraw, to nest more, and looking forward to the next season. I'm reminded, and I've shared a few times before in different settings, that asked a team member while I was still in career life what her favorite season was, and she said with a smile, the next one. Start to look forward to spring. So that's kind of nice, have the seasonal different changes that happen. And it occurs to me that the seasons of the year, I reflected on that this morning, of the seasons of life as well. Be it seasons where I need to withdraw and think things through and then find new life and emerge that way, or longer seasons of life, different seasons of growth, transformation, and human development in my life and others. Or just seasons allowing myself to say, well, this is a season of, some might call it depression. That doesn't quite fit, certainly not clinically for me. Seasons of quieter, more reflection, maybe a little less energy, or I'm a by nature a possibility thinker, a positive thinker. It's hard for me not to see my glasses at least half full, if not overflowing. It's my nature, and I saw it in my dad as well. So it's partly inherited and partly early training in career and so on. But there are seasons of my life. There are seasons of climate, and it's an advantage right now, I think, especially the first year. I might weary of it after a few years, but this first year, just to recognize there are seasons. And this is a good season to be quiet, to settle into the home where it's nice and warm, and look out at the snow, which is very bright and clean and, in a sense, cheery. And then later on, look forward to spring and summer and then the fall colors again. I kind of like the seasons. No, not kind of. I love the seasons, to be back in that setting again. And remind myself again that there are seasons in my life. And I'm learning I don't need to try to control them as much. Say if I have a season where it feels a little more like winter in my life, or a fall where things are falling away or simplifying, or even feeling like things are dying, it's okay that there's also a spring coming and a summer. And let those seasons flow, as well as the longer seasons of my life. Being in my 70s, I know I'm probably in a fall season, and there are great advantages to that, of harvests and resting into, letting things fall away. So I'm thinking seasons. I encourage you to think a little bit about the seasons of maybe your life, the seasons of family, the seasons of climate. Depending where you live, may be very pronounced, maybe less pronounced as when we were in Southern California, but seasons of life. Talk to you next time.